The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. Ball
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. A 1st carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On third down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's McKissick. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Rolling to his left. It's caught inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on third down, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Into heavy traffic and it's hit. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But
Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
White. Check, White 47. Check. Go.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go with Johnson. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jones. A final shot before break. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Jones now throwing on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Barkley on the counter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality? And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones escaping the pressure right. He finds Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. A first down carry for Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, box drop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Here's Jones on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Ready? 8-3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 10 logo. Right. Clear.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Devon Kennard. Coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all.
And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Detroit. Ty Johnson. 97 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be dreaming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Kennard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 or. Second tone, defense. Second tone.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Set. Waiting.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.